Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. In this video I'll be updating you on Meet in Love Zeeworld. Meet in Love is a new series that is on your screen right now. I'll be updating you on the full story, plot summary. Everything you need to know about Meet in Love is here in this video. Please don't forget to click on the notification button to be notified anytime I drop a new video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Always drop a comment. Feel free to ask me anything you need to ask me and I will reply you. Let's go! The series revolves around Miss Huda, a spirited young tomboyish girl from Haryana, who is the sole breadwinner of her family but also breaks societal rule books of gender roles by serving as a delivery agent. Her father was a police officer who sacrificed his life while in service, due to which Meet takes up all the responsibilities of her house and gives up her ambition of becoming an officer like her father. Her grandmother blames her for the death of her twin brothers who died in the womb, subjecting her to emotional abuse in her entire life while reminding her that she can never be like a boy. Miss Huda meets Miss Alawat, though they initially are at loggerheads. They soon become friends. Alawat falls in love with Huda's sister Manushi after hearing her sing. In reality, it was Meet who was singing while Manushi was just lip-syncing the song. Miss Alawat's wedding is arranged with Manushi. Alawat breaks his friendship with Meet and starts hating her because of a misunderstanding. On the wedding day, Manushi runs away and marries Kunal, leading Miss Huda to marry Miss Alawat. Gang gang. No one is happy about this, especially Miss Alawat's mom, his sister, and he himself. Many arguments and silly fights take place between Miss Huda and Miss Alawat. Though Miss Huda tries her best to prove herself at every step, Miss Alawat is unwilling to accept her as his wife. Alawat wants to meet Manushi and loses his cool. On his quest to find Manushi at Miss Huda's house, he argues with her and leaves, telling her to never step into his house again. On the way back to his house, he is beaten up by goons, and Miss Huda comes to his rescue and saves his life. She donates blood for him and stays up all night, taking care of him at the hospital. Miss Alawat regrets his words and starts warming up to her. Miss Huda takes care of her husband with great care, not leaving his side for a moment. Meet tries to get Manushi to face Alawat. However, she instead meets her mother, who makes her promise never to tell her in-laws that Manushi is back at home. Alawat throws Meet a surprise birthday party. However, Babita enters the scene and harshly taunts and scolds Miss Huda for making Alawat overexert when he is injured and unwell. Miss Alawat stands up for his wife, explaining to his mother that he was the one who threw her a surprise party. He confronts his family members on the way they have treated and perceived Miss Huda. Finally, Babita understands her son's point of view and accepts Meet as her daughter-in-law. Masoom finds out that Manushi is at Meet's house. She blackmails Miss Huda, threatening to reveal this information to the rest of the family if she doesn't divorce her husband. Meet acts aloof with Miss Alawat. Miss Alawat misses her and demands an answer from her for avoiding him. Later, Meet throws the divorce papers into a bonfire and tells Masoom that she won't divorce her husband. She apologizes to Miss Alawat for not taking care of him without revealing the real reason, and she is forgiven. Miss Alawat is drugged and he confesses his love to Miss Huda, imagining her to be Manushi. Though Meet is broken by this, She dresses up as Manushi in an attempt to get him out of his drunken state so that he can attend an important business meeting that he has been working towards for years. Her plan works and he is able to attend his meeting and performs well. Meet Alawat initially believes that it was Deep who had helped him out. But Deep clarifies and says that it was Meet Huda who had helped him fulfill his dream. Meet Alawat earnestly apologizes to his wife, regretful of all the pain she had to go through and in an awe of how much she cares of him despite all of the hatred and negativity around her. He wishes to start a new life with her. At Meet Huda's house, however, Manushi has convinced her mother and grandmother for her and Pat, actually Kunal, to get married by acting like she is pregnant. Masoom brings Babita, Ragini and Meet Huda to Huda's house on the pretext of giving Meet a surprise. In the midst of this, Meet's grandmother finally accepts her as her granddaughter, finally seeing her for the good person she is and seeing Manushi's real evil side. Meet Alawad comes to the Huda's house worried, revealing that the police had come to the Alawat house with the news that the goons that had beat him up were out of jail. He comes so that Meet can go back home under his protection. Masoom stops them from leaving, revealing that Manushi is at home with the hope that Meet leaves his wife. However, Meet takes his wife's side, citing that if she had taken a decision to keep this secret, then she would have done it only for everyone's happiness. Kunal wants to steal Manushi's jewelry, going as far as pretending to get kidnapped and demanding the jewelry as ransom, but his plans fail. Meet Huda studies in the middle of the night in the kitchen so as not to disturb anybody. Isha acts strange around the family. It is soon revealed that she is being blackmailed by a few boys who took photos of her in compromising positions after drugging her. The combination of the above two situations causes Meet Alawat to be convinced that Meet Huda has fallen in love with another man and decides to support her, even though he's clearly hot. Meet Huda finds out about Isha's situation and goes with her to get the photos deleted and the boys arrested. Meet Alawat comes and both of them beat up the boys together. Meet Alawat's misunderstanding is finally cleared. The Alawats decide to send Meet and Meet for their honeymoon in a luxurious resort in Rajasthan. Manushi finally finds out Kunal's true nature and intentions, who runs away with her jewelry and vows to get back Meet Alawat after seeing their lavish lifestyle. Manushi tries to sabotage Meet and Meet's relationship during the honeymoon, but all her efforts go in vain. Though Meet Alawat is initially shaken when he sees Manushi, with Meet's constant support and trust, he is able to control himself more. Meet and Meet become closer through this trip and their relationship becomes stronger. Meet Huda helps a bearded man known as Bulababa, who is soon revealed to be Tejvadan Alawat, Meet Alawat's older brother who has been missing for 3 years. He suffers from memory loss and does not remember anything. However, he shows recognition with names like Meet and Sunaina, his wife. He starts to consider Meet Huda as his friend. A day before leaving from Bajastan, Meet Alawat sees photographs with Bulababa in them and recognizes Tej. Tej and Meet Alawat reunite. However, back in Chandigarh, Rajvardhan forces Sunaina to remarry as he doesn't want her to spend her whole life waiting for someone who might not even come back. By the time Meet tells Rajvardhan about finding Tej, Sunaina's marriage with Ravi has already happened. Rajvardhan informs the rest of the family members that Meet and Meet are returning from Chandigarh with Tej. They all wait eagerly for them to arrive. However, when they come, Meet reveals that they lost Tej in the market. Babita blames Meet Huda for being careless. Manushi brings back Tej Alawat as a part of her plan to return to Meet Alawat's life. It was she who had caused them to separate from Tej in the market. Manushi is allowed to stay at the Alawat house for a day in gratitude for bringing back Tej. However, she plans to stay there till she has gotten back Meet Alawat. So she harasses Tej Alawat, who injures her in defense. Meet Huda, not aware of her sister's evil intentions, requests Meet Alawat to let Manushi stay in the house till she recovers. Anuba finds out that Manushi is at the Alawat's house and becomes extremely mad and drags her out of the house. Manushi pretends to attempt suicide by drinking bleach. Really? This allows her to stay for longer as the doctor mentions that she should not be stressed. Manushi attempts to get closer to Meet Alawat and he's shaking and confused. What do you think about this new series? Please put it in the comment section. Let me know your views. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and come back for more updates from your favorite Zeeworld series.